all want to live a healthy life, which means we need to maintain an appropriate exercise and nutritional routine. This is another video to help you understand the best tips, facts, and hacks to do just that. Our postures are unquestionably deteriorating due to the excessive use of technology in today's society, the need to sit longer and work, and our commute to work every day. Consequently, there has been a meteoric rise in the number of people going to chiropractors and experiencing back problems on a scale never seen before. The good news is that there is a fantastic exercise that, if performed on a daily basis, has the potential to be of great assistance in mitigating this issue. This exercise is called the band pull-apart, designed to combat this problem by strengthening the back and shoulder muscles associated with good posture. In a perfect world, we would ensure that our backs were straight, that our shoulders were back, and that our heads were perfectly aligned. But the truth is, not all of us can do this, if any of us. In addition, if you are someone who participates in weight training, having a robust upper posterior is really something that cannot be compromised. To lift heavy weights safely, especially while performing compound exercises, you absolutely need to have a solid upper back for exercises like deadlifts, squats, along with many others. In addition, if you have strength imbalances from front to back, you can also correct them with this technique and benefit from the results quickly. In today's video, we'll discuss what happens to your body when you perform this exercise daily. Before we get started, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell icon so that you do not miss the latest video updates. So without delay, let's dive into this. First, we must learn a little more about pull-aparts. Pull-aparts for bands require very little equipment and may be performed virtually any place at any time. Pull-aparts are one of the most basic exercises you can do with a resistance band. They are an excellent choice for a warm-up or a cool-down. It will be difficult for you to discover an exercise that is either more time-efficient or easier for growing strength and muscle in your shoulders and upper back. No matter where you are, you can use it as a warm-up or a quick workout to quickly get your upper body in shape. This is a terrific method to fill in any holes in your upper body training regimen. Those who often use resistance bands in their workouts are already familiar with pull-apart. The exercises don't get much easier than this one, which is why it's typically performed at the beginning and end of the workout as a warm-up and cool-down. However, suppose you learn how to utilize it even more efficiently. In that case, the band pull-apart can target specific muscles and drive them further toward exhaustion, which, in the best-case scenario, will promote more growth and muscle development during recovery. Now that we've covered the background, let's examine how to carry out this activity. Even if it's not too complicated, there are a few essential things you need to ensure you're doing to guarantee your success and safety. First, grasp the band with an underhand position somewhat broader than shoulder width, while maintaining a straight arm position. Because of this, you can keep the activation of the external shoulder rotators, which are frequently underdeveloped and are also easier on the joints. Raise your arms overhead while putting a little stress on the band while slightly protracting your shoulders at the beginning of the motion. Start to draw the band apart, utilizing the muscles in your upper back and shoulders while simultaneously bringing your arms back and down into cervical retraction. Make sure you don't keep your shoulder blades pressed together throughout the exercise. Up until the point where you retract your muscles, you should just let them move naturally. Repeat the motion while gradually bringing your arms back up to the starting position while keeping some tension in the band. The band pull-apart exercise engages a variety of muscles. The rotator cuff consists of 4 muscles that work together to move the arm and shoulder. Supraspinatus, infraspinatus, and teres minor comprise the posterior rotator cuff. The subscapularis is a rotator cuff muscle. These muscles help stabilize the ball and socket joint created by the upper arm bone and shoulder blade. Each has a particular purpose and is connected to the humerus differently. Next is the trapezius, or traps. This trapezoid-shaped muscle covers the upper back. From where the occipital bone protrudes, it extends laterally to the scapular spine, down to the thoracic vertebrae, and back up. The trapezius muscle has 3 fiber groups. These fibers run in diverse directions, allowing the scapula to move in many ways. Upper fibers allow neck extension, rotation, and tilting, and scapula clockwise rotation. Lower fibers depress and rotate the scapula, whereas middle fibers retract it. Trapezius muscles help maintain normal posture by supporting the spine appropriately. The trap's architecture shows that they can perform a multitude of functions. We must consider this when picking the most influential band pull-apart method. Shoulder muscles are next. The posterior deltoid is one of the 3 shoulder heads. It helps abduct the arms past 50 degrees and stabilize the arm, while the lateral head lifts it from 15 to 100 degrees. In addition, it stabilizes the shoulders and provides compensatory forces during arm abduction. The back deltoids help the lats by extending the arms while walking. Next, rhomboids. The rhomboids consist of rhomboids major and minor. They strengthen the shoulder girdle. These deep trapezius muscles are ranked major below minor. Rhomboid articulation with the trunk helps support the scapula and increases upper back mobility. This structure retracts, elevates, and rotates the scapula. Through protraction, the rhomboids help hold the scapula's medial edge in place relative to the thoracic wall. So now let's review all the variations this exercise can be performed in. Number 1. Overhead pull-aparts. Simply bring your hands above your head to perform a straightforward variant on the standard pull-apart. Hold the band as high as you can without extending, rather than holding the ends out in front of your chest. You'll use your triceps and upper back muscles to complete the overhead variation. Your back muscles, the lats, delts, and traps will be worked, while separating the band. Lower it behind your neck. You should finish the movement with your hands extended to the sides and the band stretched over your shoulders. Hold for a second and slowly bring it back to the starting position. Target 3 sets of 8 reps. Number 2. Bent over pull-aparts. At number 2, we start by bending at the hips before beginning pull-aparts, which is an excellent way to include upper body training into leg day, or to increase the intensity of your lower body workout. You may strengthen the hip girdle and hamstrings by performing this exercise. A pull-apart requires the exact grip on the resistance band. Hold it out in front of your chest, but at a more oblique angle, so it is closer to the ground. Separate it and let it slowly come back together again. This exercise can be modified to include more lower body motions. You might, for instance, increase the intensity of your leg workout by standing on the edge of a small platform, which would target your calves and hamstrings as you perform this exercise. Number 3. Incline pull-apart. This incline pull-apart band workout is another great variant. Start with the band above your head, a short distance from your body, and bring it down to shoulder level at the bottom of the exercise. Unlike the traditional band chest press, in which the band remains in front of your chest the entire time. By bringing the band down as you draw it apart, you'll be engaging the same shoulder and upper back muscles in a new way. The incline variety of band pull-aparts is superior to the original if you're trying to build strength for presses or another strength training exercise. Target 3 sets of 8 reps. Number 4. Banded face pull. For number 4 on our list, you will need a fixed position to perform this variation. The banded variation preserves this as a bodyweight exercise suited for a home workout, or you can perform it with a cable machine at your gym. Connect one end of the rubber band to an anchor point midway between the user's chest and hips. Grab the opposite end and hold it securely. To use both hands, the most convenient bands are loop styles. Another option is to train one arm at a time using a therapeutic band. You can apply more tension if you take a few steps back after you have the band in your hands. Resistance is expected and necessary, but it shouldn't be excessive. One repetition consists of a gentle pull toward the face and then returning to the starting position. Target 3 sets of 8 reps. Number 5. Single arm pull-apart. Weaknesses or imbalances in strength can be addressed by working on them individually, one arm at a time. If you have the grip strength, you can use a therapy band. but a broad loop band that wraps around your torso will work better for this version. The band can be separated into two pieces more easily if one hand is used to tug on one side, while the other hand remains motionless in front of the chest. Keep your sweat off the band and maintain a firm grip on the still side, or you might get smacked on the other arm. Many of these variants can be modified to be performed with one arm only. Because only one arm is being used, you can engage it in a more strenuous workout, ensuring that your weaker arm receives the strength training without suffering because your more muscular arm is taking over. Target 3 sets with 8 to 10 reps. If you have one arm weaker than the other, target 2 extra sets of 8 to 10 reps with the weaker arm to gradually increase the strength until both arms are equally as strong. That's all for today's video. Let us know your thoughts and if you enjoyed the video in the comment section below. Share feedback if you incorporate these daily exercises into your workout routine. We would love to hear about your results and how long it took for you to start noticing an improvement in your strength and reduction in any long-standing back pain you may have. Be sure to like and share this video so that you can help others in meeting their fitness goals too. Please remember that we appreciate your comments, recommendations, and sharing your fitness experiences with our other followers. See you in the next video.